Good morning, everybody. Time for Daily Hope. You need Daily Hope? We got your Daily Hope right here, 1 Samuel chapter 23. All right, Act 1, we pick up and the Philistines are attacking Keilah. And David inquires of the Lord, says, should we go help them out? And the Lord says, yes, you should. Naturally, David's men are scared, as they should be. The Philistines have a pretty nasty track record. But the Lord says, I will deliver them into your hand. And so, as most Old Testament stories go, when they trust Yahweh, guess what? They had a victory here, and they delivered Keilah from the Philistines. So in Act 2 of this narrative, Saul hears that David has had this victory, and he sends his men. And so David inquires of God. He says, listen, is Saul coming after me? And God says, yes. And then David asks the second question, are these people from Keilah going to hand me over to Saul? And God says, yes. And so David flees and he hides out in the wilderness. So the story concludes in Act 3 when Saul's son Jonathan finds David to encourage him, very unlikely, and declare that David will be the king of Israel. And so they make a pact together. They make a covenant together. And the story ends with kind of a cat and mouse game where Saul is desperately trying to get David and he can't do it. So in conclusion, where's the daily hope? Where's the encouragement today? Well, I think it's in these three things. First of all, do the last thing God's called you to do and do it to the best of your ability. We see all throughout the Old Testament when Israel's leaders and Israel does what Yahweh has instructed them to do, they're successful. But when they don't, it's tragic. And so do the last thing God's called you to do it to the best of your ability. Secondly, ask God questions. We see here David asking good questions. God, should I go help these people? Yes. God, is Saul going to come after me? Yes. God, are these people who I just helped going to betray me and hand me over to Saul? Yes. And so we see that when David asks good questions, God answers, and we see the end result, David being free from Saul and being able to flee. And lastly, expect surprising results. It's so unlikely that Saul's son, Jonathan, would be the one to come and encourage the very person Saul's trying to kill and to destroy. He comes to David and encourages him, says, you're going to be the future leader. I'm here to encourage you. So expect those results. When you follow God, he's going to surprise you with unlikely people coming to your side in your time of need. I hope you guys are blessed today. Enjoy the day and do the last thing that God's told you to do to the best of your ability.